That is
Yes, it is.
if you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
I don't know if it comes across as narcissistic that I know all of these. Should I be getting them wrong?
How well do you think you know your projects?
I love what I do for a living. I do love my job. I don't love myself in a lot of the stuff that I do, but we'll see.
I think I picked some good ones, so hopefully.
Okay.
Hopefully it's not triggering anything. It's like nice memories.
Okay,
Fingers
cool,
crossed.
cool.
Proof that a bad acid trip and tech rarely mix.
That is Bandersnatch.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
We're on one path. Right now, me and you. And how one path ends is immaterial. It's how our decisions along that path affect the whole.
What is it like going back to Black Mirror? Because you're in the latest one.
Yeah.
And it's rare for characters to come back in.
It's really fun. Like, I love playing Colin Rittman, and I was such a fan of Black Mirror. To get to do it in, you know, the unique context of Bandersnatch, where it was this sort of choose your own adventure narrative, really hard to shoot. Like, I'm in proper mind scramble every day, but super fun. I'm so delighted and honoured that I got to come back.
And the hair.
Yeah, and the
The
hair's
hair
fun.
was a moment.
The hair's fun. Dye your hair, peroxide. It was fun.
Potentially the best TLC cover known to man.
Well, that's very generous, and even if I don't agree, I think you're talking about We're the Millers.
Yeah.
I seen a rainbow yesterday, but too many storms have come and gone, leaving a trace of not what God given me. Is it because my life in 10 shades of gray? I pray all 10 fade away, seldom praising for the sunny day. You claim the insane and nameless place in time.
I do get asked whether I still know the lyrics to that quite a lot. Sometimes I'll be in a restaurant and people will play it.
Really?
That was actually something that was added to the script by Jason, like, the weekend before, I think.
Okay.
We shot it on the Monday and it only really came up on the Friday, so I can kind of remember learning the Left Eye rap over the weekend.
And also it's not an easy rap, so like how many times did you have to play that to learn
It's not
it?
the easiest. I remember actually messing it up a bunch of times, and Jason had to fly off to go and shoot. Maybe it was I can't remember. He had to go off and rehearse for Saturday Night Live, and I was like holding us up by continually messing up the rap, but we got it in the end, and it was a fun thing to shoot.
I can just imagine if there was a horror story about your life, you know, when you have like echoing the music in the background, just like constantly going on, that would be like,
Waterfalls.
all of a sudden now we've got a horror version of Left Eye just going
Quite
on.
possibly.
That's what's the torture moment.
Yeah, what is it in Us? They do like a horror version of
I got 5 on it.
I Got 5 on it.
Yeah, that's it.
That was
And that'll be
so cool.
yours.
So like the TLC version of that, interesting, yeah.
A guy has one job to keep everyone safe, but for some reason everybody hates him for it.
Oh, Maze Runner.
Yes.
That centers me a little bit too much because I'm very much a supporting character in that.
Free? You think we're free out there? No. No, there's no escape from this place.
Yeah, Maze Runner was amazing. You know, met one of my best friends on that project, Chris Sheffield, and you know, I'm still in contact with lots of the cast. Some, oh my God, I'm old now.
It was definitely a moment of dystopian teenage time. There was a lot of teen dystopian films that were coming out around that time.
There was, right? When like YA was just conflated to end of the world. It was like, do all young adults want to see that? Like, we can broaden it a little bit. But yeah, had a lot of fun doing that project. Shot in Louisiana for a couple of months and had an absolute blast.
Would you consider maybe we're seeing a lot of prequels, we're seeing a lot of sequels years after.
True.
Would that be something you would consider going back to?
I would definitely like to reunite with that cast, and be really interesting to see if there's a world where there's a prequel. Sometimes people ask me about that. I always say I'm interested in reading that script if it exists.
I think we should look at some options.
Absolutely.
I need it personally.
Yeah, fair.
Who knew adding a Brit to the mix would help a Chicagoan relax?
Oh, the bear.
Yes.
So how long you been a cook?
About 1.5 years. You?
14 years now.
Oh, so you started when you was 3?
Close enough, yeah.
I'm still sort of in a bit of a pinch me phase about the fact that I'm part of the Bear. I love the show so much. You know, really was a fan of it before I was ever like on it. So it's something I'm incredibly grateful for. I actually shot all of my scenes in Chicago, even though it's set in Denmark. It was sort of easier from a work permit perspective for me to work in Chicago than it was Denmark. Got to go to Denmark after the fact, and yeah, loved working with Lionel Boyce. I think he does such a good job as Marcus. And actually just the other night, I was in a restaurant and they had a minty Snickers bar on the menu, and I recognised it as a dish that we make in that episode, and they said it was in honour of the Bear, and it made my day. And I'm on a diet at the moment where I can't really eat those things, but I tried it because I had to, and it was delicious.
That's
it was
amazing. I think there's one thing that I'm jealous of actors about, apart from many things, but is you get to learn skills that you just dream about, and then you just do it for this thing, and it's like a lifelong skill. But I know you got Michelin star trained cooking.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Do you still cook? Are you still making dishes like that?
I love cooking. I'm not making anything that looks quite as good as it does on the show, but I love cooking, and I got to work with some amazing people: Black Axe Mangal in London, Trullo and St. John, and then in LA, Pajoli and Celine with my friend Dave Barron. So I'm very fortunate.
And it looked amazing. I believed it.
Thank you.
I believed it.
Hilarious. Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy.
On the ground!
I don't know if it comes across as narcissistic that I know all of these. Should I be getting them wrong?
Well, no.
So
I feel also should know your own resume.
Right, that's true. Yeah, I just feel a bit Troy McClure, like I'm like doing this. But yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy was so fun. Bit of a dream come true to play a superhero, and fun to do it in the context of a comedy, and the Guardians franchise, which is such a creative and wacky sort of element within the Marvel universe.
Would you be happy to rejoin the Marvel universe?
Definitely.
Everyone's been announced for Doomsday these days. Like, what is your name?
I know. I would love to join if that's on the cards. I'm in.
Just add a bit more gold to the script.
Exactly. That is Death of a Unicorn.
Exactly.
And that is very true. And it goes for unicorn horn. Just because you can eat it in steak format doesn't mean you should. Just because you can put it in an IV bag and enjoy it intravenously doesn't mean you should.
Is there something in your car?
A lot of species in this area are rare. What exactly are we saying this is, though?
I think we know exactly what it is.
Horse-like mammalia.
With some sort of protrusion or growth.
It's a unicorn.
I don't think I should be in swim shorts for this moment.
Yeah, Alex, our writer-director, came up with lots of creative ways to harness the power of the unicorn, should we say, and apparently snorting it was one of them.
One of my favourite things from the film, and also you are hilarious in the film, it's fantastic.
Thank you.
But one of my favourite things in the film are your short shorts.
Yes,
the
they
short
are very
shorts
short
play
shorts.
A big role in the film.
Yeah.
So how was it? I don't know if you were squeezing into those, look quite snug. Like, how was it wearing those for duration? Were you cold?
Yeah, the shorts are wearing me. I'm not wearing the shorts so much, but yeah, and that's a lot. It's a lot of leg to be on show for a gentleman with my biometrics. Costume was just making us laugh. Yeah. It was just so lacking in self-awareness as an outfit that we were like, that's perfect then, because so is Shet.
It's fantastic. It was like a unicorn 1 minute, short shorts the next minute. We're entertained all
Right.
around. There's so many fantastic things happening.
Right, there you go.
I loved it, but thanks so much for chatting.
Not at all.
I hope you had fun.
Thank you, I did.